Elliot, look what I made for you. Hey, hello. I'm Ian, and welcome back to Opinion. We've all grown up on a steady diet of sci-fi and fantasy movies, and nobody has imprinted sounds on us more than the brilliant Ben Burtt. Lightsabers, blaster sounds, Chewbacca's roar, alien languages from 1,000 worlds, the TIE Fighter flyby, and the special sound of Jabba the Hutt about to tongue hug your face. I've always loved Foley arts and sound effects for stage and film, so even at a young age I got super good at listening. This video is going to be about just that. I am totally here to geek out on you and show you all my examples of Star Wars sounds that have appeared in other movies and the other way around. Before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe. You can do it right here, look at that, that thing, or down below. I'm going to go as chronologically correct as I can.
When this icon appears, you'll know it's time to listen up.
So my first huge revelation with recycled sound effects came when I saw the Holiday Christmas special for the first time since I was a kid, which was about 2 years ago. Listen to this. Did you catch that? Just in case you didn't, I had the isolated sound effect and I sped it up. Here it is. Now here it is at regular speed at a clip from a film you might recognize. Yes, one of the bar patrons in the holiday special squeals the tauntaun sound at high speed when thrown out. What I think is coolest about this is 2 years prior to Empire Strikes Back, so it kind of means that they were already fiddling around with that sound effect and discovering things. My next big revelation came in 2003 when I went and saw the newly remastered anniversary edition of E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I was obsessed with that movie, so I know it backwards and forwards. There were a couple sounds that were really familiar to me, but I hadn't remembered them from E.T. specifically. Then I started rewatching a whole bunch of stuff, and this is what I discovered. E.T. has the same squeal in the original film as the winged Geonosians do in Attack of the Clones. When we met the Ewoks in 1983's Return of the Jedi, the Redwood Forests were not the only thing they had in common with E.T. Yep, they swiped some towns too. Take a listen. Yeah, that little bastard Wicket. Never mind the cute and cuddly stuff. In his spare time, he was yub-nubbing around, stealing E.T.'s purr.
Oh.
I would even go so far as to say it was not the Jawas who were the thieves and scavengers of the trilogy. It was the Ewoks.
We surrender.
They were swapping sound bites faster than Colin Trevorrow left episode 9. Of course, if you wanted to get all Star Wars theory about it, you could just say that Ewoks were Jawas in very short cloaks. And if you listen to some of the creatures of the Star Wars universe in the first 6 films, they share more than teeth and bad breath. Another surprising sound effect borrowing film was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Seems like Harrison Ford couldn't walk into the cockpit of any cinematic ship in the 80s without it having some sort of poop out.
Oh yeah? Watch this.
And can you recognize a familiar Star Wars sound in this lighthearted scene? Darth, could you, That is one smooth sound design. So there really is a logical explanation for why this happened so much. Lucasfilm was pretty much involved in all of the movies that I've mentioned in this video. So it would make sense that with the combination of the brilliance of Benjamin Burtt and pre-existing sound effects, you already had a really terrific existing library that could be pulled from. A little speed up here, a little tweak there, and you have almost a completely new sound to use. Does this also help with time and budget constraints of a film? Yeah. I mean, yeah, sometimes they didn't do anything and they used the exact same sound. So if it's already in your sound library and it ain't broke, use it again. This is just one of many examples and you have to really listen closely, but sometimes they even recycle dialogue from film to film. If you want to explore the sound effects of episodes 1 through 6 a little more in depth, I highly recommend this book. Look at this. It's got a little catalog. You can go through the book and pick out the sounds. So go back and watch some of the scenes and films that I mentioned and see if you recognize any of this. And if there's one here that I didn't mention but you caught, leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And did you really think I was going to finish this video without including the most recycled sound of all? See you next time.